Hey everyone, my name is Titanic, and welcome back to another episode of Titancraft Season 10. I'm exhausted, but I really wanted to get an episode recorded so that way I can keep our daily streak going, uploading at noon every day. This is hopefully going to be day number 4 of doing this. Honestly incredible. So tonight's going to be a bit more of like a classic talky talk night versus the last few days, which are a bit more high-paced, high energy. It's going to be just me and you guys. And we're gonna work on spawn mode for a little bit. If you can't tell my voice, I'm dead tired. Way too tired to get anything else done, so I'm gonna record this episode really quickly, get edited, and while this thing saves, I'm gonna sleep. So yeah, it was fun tonight streaming Terraria. Really enjoying it, although admittedly, I can feel my time per week available rapidly diminishing. And I know I'm wasting so much time. And it bothers me so dang much. But I'm in a tough spot at the moment, I will admit that. School's not making life much easier on me. Alright, I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna take off this lower stone ring. I don't know why it's still here, but we're gonna get rid of it at last. That's what we'll start the episode by doing. But yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm having a hard time with school recently, and I mean, I've kind of talked about that on and off all year, but this is like the first school year where I really just cannot stay on top of stuff. Like, in the past, keeping up was no issue for me, but I just have this incredibly hard time with everything going on in life, just bringing myself to get stuff done every day that I need to, because I guess the best way to describe it is that with everything that's happened in my life this last year, it's so much harder to really see school as like a legitimate thing that I should feel worried about. Like, there seems to be so many bigger things in the world. I mean, even at times when I just take breaks from YouTube, I'm like, well, yeah, YouTube's not the world. I don't make money off of it. It's not my job. I do this for a hobby. And so, like, I kind of, the last year, have really shaken up what means a lot to me and what I think is worth spending all my time on. And I mean, definitely, it's tough some days for sure, but I guess we kind of just ride out the storm as a team. Let's see if the ring continues on this side. But yeah, I guess that's kind of the first thing I want to chatter about. So I don't know, it's kind of going to be a tough ride. Obviously we're on the road to 300 episodes. I think we're going to make it to on the daily streak. I mean, we got this is the turnaround from the hardest day. Tuesday nights are always the worst with Terraria Tuesday because I'm busy all day before and it takes up my entire night and then I have no time to get anything else done. And so that's why Tuesdays always are when I build up late work for school. It's always when Titancraft gets thrown off the rails. Like, Tuesdays just tend, like, there's some of the most fun days of the week, but they throw off the rest of my week. And to that, I have to say Tuesdays kind of suck. But I guess that's kind of just part of the program, isn't it? I don't know. I think when I look at the calendar, I'm down to like 45 days until I graduate from high school. And it's starting to really set in. Like, in Season 1, I remember so clearly, actually, I was going to 5 to talk for a second. Like, I remember so clearly recording episode 25, which was a tour episode, on my first day of 7th grade. I think I filmed the first half before school and the second half after. And, like, it's so surreal for me. Like, we started way back then, like, I began making YouTube videos just weeks before I celebrated my halfway through the main K-12 education system. I mean, it was in the final few weeks of the first half of 6th grade, and I'm gonna be a high school graduate here in a month and a half. Like, it's such a bizarre feeling that I can't fully wrap my own head around it. That's how intense it is for me. Like, I'm so, like, nervous and excited all at once. I mean, right now, I think more than anything, I'm just ready to be done with high school. I'm so tired of it, and these next few weeks are going to be extremely tough on me. I mean, one big thing, I have my first AP exam on May 3rd. Haven't had the class since first semester ended. It was AP Government, so, I had to basically, over the next 2 weeks, or now down about just over 10 days, review the entirety of the course material on my own. And that's gonna be, again, really tough. And so that's gonna be kind of, oh god, why is this such a mess? Like, I'm trying to look around right now what all needs to be worked on, because some of this ghost left kind of messy, and I'm not really sure what he was going for. Then we got this. But, see, I'm not sure what is all going on here. I've done a lot of this on the side. Okay, anyways, back to my yapping points. Oh god, my brain's losing it. I'm tired. Yeah, I mean, I had to go through a lot though in the next few weeks, and I have to, like, I'm behind on writing a speech that I'm pretty sure I don't want to give today, and so I'm gonna have to draft the entire thing tomorrow ahead of giving it for real on Thursday. So, I'm in tough shape right now, but we're getting by. We're taking it day by day. I mean, I just can't get the motivation to just stay caught up in school though, and it kind of breaks my heart. Like, COVID's really taken away that one part of me that was always there, that staple of me that just got stuff done in school and stayed at the top. And so, I think that's definitely been, like, one of the hardest adjustments for me in my life, is trying to, like, how do I get past this? Like, how do I defeat this, I guess, box I've trapped myself into? And I mean, is it fully my own fault that I'm in this trap? I don't know, maybe. I guess it depends who you ask and how you distribute blame on stuff. Personally, I don't think I'm fully to blame myself for this. Like, I think a lot of it's just the product of the environment who gets me into sight. I don't know. I really just, and now also farm work is gonna crank up. Like, we had I talked about it, I think, actually no, I haven't talked about it on camera now, because that's, the time travel episode held everything up for 2 weeks. So I actually got to do field work at a record early time this year. I mean, besides the fact that it's still, I mean, I've only been getting the chance to do field work myself for a couple of years now, but, between my dad and I, this was the earliest we ever got to start working the ground. I think I dug almost the entire field, like, the 5th of April, and, or I think it was the 6th of April, now that I look at the calendar. But, what's this, it's this really weird, I guess, point that now late April has been, like, so cool. I mean, the average low reaches freezing today, and it's 20 degrees outside right now. And the highs are, like, 20 degrees below average. So, I mean, it's not very nice out, but fieldwork has to go on, and so as I shift into that focus, too, besides preparing for an AP exam, like, you start to realize why I'm a little bit nervous. It's like, yeah, what am I gonna do? Oh, I'm sorry, Shredders. Spin. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of a messy situation, admittedly. It's, I don't know. It kind of puts me in a tough spot, especially when I have so much ambition for, I mean, between farming and gaming, I have a ton of ambition. And I think if it was just those two, I could balance it right now. But school is just, it's just the end. Like, I don't know how to put it. It's so, like, it's not like I'm doing enough, like, clearly I'm not spending enough time on school because I'm not getting everything done. But it eats up so much of my time, and, like, it makes me feel so bad about myself that I'm not getting everything done as well as I used to, and that I'm not doing as well as I used to. Like, I lock myself up all day, like, mentally, like, and I just drag my feet with everything, even if it isn't related to school whatsoever. And so it's like, I need to either just do it or not drag about it. And I mean, I've been bad about that for a few years now, that I especially do that, like, after I get sick and stuff. But I mean, now it's even such a generalized thing, and god, these slabs are throwing me off. What was Ghost doing? Ghost, I swear, I'm trying to like, is Ghost trying to just break me with confusion? Because that's kind of how I feel right now. I don't know though. the next steps will be interesting. I mean, obviously, too, we're nearing the end of Season 10, which is kind of surreal. I mean, I was looking, I'm like, if I keep this upload pace, like, theoretically, if I really wanted to, like, if I went full-on daily, the series could basically be to its ending in early June. Now, will I do that? Hell no. I don't want to bring the series to a premature end. It'll go till July 22nd, likely. I mean, I know I've floated a few times the idea of an extension, and, like, while it's possible, I probably should shut up about it because I would prefer that people don't expect it. Like, or at least, I mean, you could expect that it's possible, don't anticipate it. That's the better phrasing. Like, if you expect, like, if you're expecting, like, it might happen, like, that, yeah, that's probably good. Because it's very possible we go a little bit longer, but right now, don't anticipate it, because I'm going to do everything in my power to avoid extending this season. We've set this deadline for so long, and the 6th anniversary is kind of like this, just another reason that it's such a perfect stopping point for the vanilla series. I don't know, and I should, like, I think I've mentioned it before, but there's gonna be a lot left on this channel after July 22nd, and I'm a little bit limited right now because I want to slowly start transitioning to get ready for some of the stuff that's next, including I guess, like, little hint is I kind of want to start restyling some of the stuff on my channel, and I mean, a lot of that goes with, I mean, switching up the series you've done for 6 years nonstop all of a sudden does kind of require a bit of rebranding, doesn't it? So, like, it's gonna be a process, that's for sure, but I don't know, I don't have the time that I need to go through and, like, redo a bunch of the channel art that I think should be redone and stuff like that. I mean, even, like, the current outro card I've been using since early 2019, since the beginning of 2019, when I really wanted to up my content quality, and at the end of the day, it kind of didn't bust. I wanted to make sure, I was looking at OBS to make sure audio was working, but I mean, like, it looks, like, the card is cool and all, and it's simple, but it's, like, it's too simple. It's so lackluster, but it's, I mean, even now, like, I don't know what I want the card to look like. I want it to be something smooth and fancy, but then I'm like, I don't want to copy a game, I don't want to copy another person, like, I'm so worried of accidentally copying someone, like, it's not even a case of where, like, I want to rip someone off. No, like, that's never my goal. If I make something that looks like it's a ripoff, please tell me, and, like, I'll immediately apologize, because 99% chance I didn't mean it. I mean, sometimes I'll draw inspiration, but, like, especially with graphics, I try so hard to make them original. I mean, admittedly, my intro that I used for a long time, that I guess I still use for other series, but just not Titancraft at the moment, that is inspired by Python's old intro, but that's still, with how I have it styled, it's uniquely my own. Although that's another thing, I need to make something new so I can go to that stupid Adobe Spark logo after, again, 2.5 years. It's been, I mean, the last major time I redid a lot of that was a long time ago. I think an update video talking about some of that is probably on the somewhat near horizon. Like, I don't want to confirm anything I'm not going to stick to, but I think right now the odds are that at least some kind of update video is going to be occurring somewhat soon, just because there's a lot to talk about, and kind of go over some of this again in more of a formal setting, like of talking about the breaks and stuff, because there's, I mean, quite honestly, right now the odds of me keeping a full upload pace in May is close to nothing. Like, I might have to go fully on hiatus for a couple of weeks, and I've been trying to anticipate that by really upping my presence now, so that way I can get ahead of the curve, and if I do have to go inactive, like, I guess you could say, like, it won't be quite as big of a deal, just because I'll be ahead of the curve in terms of where I am uploading the series and all that fun stuff. But it's still tough. Like, it's not easy, don't get me wrong. So definitely it's one of those things that you just gotta push through, and I know I'm gonna get there. It's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna definitely, some sacrifices are gonna have to be made. Maybe a few acceptances of, like, hey, yeah, I was lazy, I'm gonna pay the price on a test score or something. Like, I think AP Calculus, I'm starting to realize I'm not gonna do well in. I've let myself slack too much. I love math, but AP Calc is the first math class I've ever taken that I truly just cannot keep myself interested in it. I can't get myself to just work on stuff. And I think not being in a physical classroom is definitely 90% of that. Like, if I wasn't trying to run my farm every single day, I'd be back in school so goddamn quick. Or back at my other house. I decided to edit that out. That's fun. But yeah, I don't know. It's a tough call. And I don't know. Again, just kind of one of those things you have to live with, I guess. And I should say, as I'm getting near the end of the episode, because I need to get to bed here. I need to edit this and sleep. But, I hope this doesn't come off as, like, too down or anything. Like, I'm not... At the moment, I'm doing quite well in terms of depression. Like, my anxiety has been through the roof recently. Like, I've been having... I mean, I'll be very honest. I've had a lot of anxiety attacks recently. But... And even that comes from someone that's classically, even with anxiety, rarely had actual anxiety attacks. But I've been flaring up pretty bad with the anxiety recently. But, I think overall, at least I've been able to manage the depression pretty good and keep that under control. And so I at least have a decent mindset about it all as I just try to push through these final few weeks. I know, like, it's not far to go. And so now it's like that time when you just know you can't give into it. Even if it all sucks, you just gotta wake up and keep pushing. And so I know that. And so we're gonna keep trying. And I just want to be honest with everybody, because some of it is gonna wear on the content. I mean, I'm trying so hard to get this series back on track because I've let it slack for so long. But and I guess, admittedly, here as I start walking to go grab my shulker box, one thing I'm trying to do right now with this upload frequency, and I will be very honest, I'm probably gonna try to do daily episodes until probably close to the end of the month, and so that'll by the end of the month get us up to like episode 305 if I do it daily. I really want to get us to a spot that I don't have to be down to a pinch that I had to upload every single day to make sure the series finishes on time. I do not want to be pinned to a daily streak to finish, because I nearly did that to myself in Season 5, because I had to upload like the last 45 episodes in like 43 days, and that was just no fun. Way too high stress for me. And it took a huge toll on some of the episodes, and it kept me from doing stuff in my private life. I mean, it was Titancraft. I couldn't go away for very long because I had to be back to record a daily episode. So I'm hoping to avoid some of that with Season 10. I think from a math standpoint, if I can get to like 303 to 305 in April yet, and then but with uploads from May, get to like 315 and have 35 episodes to upload in like something like 48 days or something, that's really feasible for me. And I think I can pull that off, no problem. And so, we'll see what we can do. But for now, did I take a screenshot? I'm so tired I can't even think what I'm doing. For now, though, I'm going to leave you guys off. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed on the Mountainside chat. But that's what we'll call this, the Mountainside chat. We'll be back again tomorrow for hopefully a little more upbeat, a little more high energy. I'll probably be a little more nervous because I'll be getting ready for my speech. But I'll try to get a little bit more action. We'll maybe be in a call with maybe I'll get Clash in here, right? We'll probably be that, because I think I'm probably gonna avoid being around a ton of people tomorrow because I just need to focus. I spend way too much time on Discord. Discord's I will say, between Twitter and Discord, my time that could be there vanishes. I mean, Discord does it worse than Skype ever did, and that's one thing. There's just so many things for me to dig into on Discord and read for hours and hours. It's bad, but I kind of like my rambling right now. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all had a nice time watching. I hope you all have a great day, great night, whenever you're watching. And yeah, we'll all get through this as a team. Summer is on the way, even if most of the US is deep freezing on April 21st. what, like 100 million Americans below freezing for the morning. It's not something you expect to see this late in the spring, but whatever. Anyways, on the note, have yourselves a great day. This has been Titanic, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's episode of Titancraft Season 10. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. Bye-bye.